Hey, bro.
Hey Sam, how are you, my
I'm good,
friend?
man. I'm good. How are you? I probably look a lot different to when you last saw me, innit?
You do, man. What is happening with the beard?
Oh, bro, I've just been growing it out over this little quarantine period, you know. It's just like 2 months of growth. Not bad
It's
for
very
my age,
good,
yeah.
man.
we
Oh.
we both gone for the shaved heads as well.
Yeah, look, shaved head. I just shaved my beard as well. Just like made it simple.
Yeah, I quite like the shaved heads. I think I might have to keep it.
Yeah, me too. I like it. It's less maintenance, isn't it?
Yeah, man, the shower's much quicker, innit? And
Like,
it's grown back, but I had it like trimmed on the sides as well, so it was like longer down the back. So it's kind of like a. I've been watching a season called Vikings, and they all had it all long down the back.
how is it?
Mm,
How do they
yeah,
they
it's like
have?
they literally have like a long ponytail down here,
Oh
where it's
no.
like shaved. I was like, I might as well try that during the lockdown period.
If I shave here, I'm gonna end up with nothing because here the top it's already like minimal.
Yeah, but yeah, got the old gi in the background as well.
That's it, man. Look, I got money too. Yeah, cannot
How's your
wait,
lockdown
man.
been anyway, bro?
It's been good. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, cannot complain. How is your life on the lockdown?
Yeah, it's good. I finished off my degree last week, which is good. Got that out of the way. Got my
Wow,
grades in,
congratulations.
so I kind of just been finishing that off, doing some studying. Pretty much like everyone as well, been out on a bike every day. Like I was saying, Top Dog was saying it yesterday. Just a good bit of fitness.
Yeah, man. And are you riding like a top dog as well? 30 miles a day.
No, it's not quite 30 miles a day, bro. But I've met up with like Carlos a couple of times. He can probably tell you that it's literally like an hour cycle. Then we just sit down and enjoy the sun for a bit, you know. But
Carlos is
I'm
a good
trying.
cyclist. Carlos is
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
cyclist. Yeah.
It was like first time I met him, I kind of just come across the park on my bike. I've got no equipment and everything. I was thinking, oh, he's going for a casual ride in the park. Come with his helmet, gloves, all his luminous stuff on his bike. It was good.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
I saw him once as well on the traffic light. I didn't recognize him because he was wearing so much stuff like the helmet, the gloves, and the
yeah,
something like on the face mask. And then before the coronavirus
yeah.
thing, he was already wearing face mask.
I was gonna say you can scare some people as well doing that, just whizzing past on your bike with the masks on and everything. Like,
That's it.
I
I
don't
told
bother
him
with it.
he was looking scared. I was like, and then I looked again. I said, "Is it Carlos?" And then I opened the window and said, "Carlos, is that you?" Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It
exactly,
was
bro.
rain. It was pouring down, and then he was like cycling.
Yeah,
Ramon,
so
Ilan,
we
Julio.
just go like around Nonsuch Park. Like, I don't think we're too far from the park that you guys all do the your workout in. It's near Pound Lane, right? That park.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We've literally just been cycling around Nonsuch Park. Might have to pop in as well.
Yes. That was the first time I've been to that Poundland park. So we need to. Ilan is here. Ilan, give us a wave, there, and if you're gonna do
Yes,
again
has.
another workout because we want you to go with you, man. That was so cool. We did such a great workout. Need to
Yeah, I
do
was gonna
again.
say, like, if I walk past you guys at the park, you know, the first day Ilan and Cass were doing their workouts where they got the hammer going like this. I'll be
Yeah, that
thinking,
was
what the
it.
fuck? What's going on here? I'll go the other way.
And then a little boy was with his mom, and then he just passed by and said, "Mommy, they have a massive hammer."
I know, it's scary, bro. I was like, shit.
Some big guy like Ilan. And then Ilan cars, and then with the army trousers, waving a
Yeah, yeah.
big, massive iron hammer. It's quite scary.
It's good though. It's good that everyone's getting together working out during the lockdown.
And it was good as well because the workout was completely different from what I ever do. And there was an exercise with some kind of like a baseball bat, like something. And
Yeah.
then you do something like that for the shoulder. Wow, that
Yeah, yeah, it
was
looks like a killer on the shoulders, bro.
that was very good. I like that one. Yeah, that was I think Cass. And then Ilan brought like a big hammer like this, and then he
Yeah,
did
yeah.
another.
Looking like the god of thunder, bro.
Whoa, that was super cool. That was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and then we had chains as well, like to do chin ups. It was like a crazy, man.
Mm. You got all of the stuff, bro.
We had all this stuff there.
Might have to get two groups of six down there. Get a bit of shape going. Yeah. But
Yeah.
no, everything's good, bro. I'm just celebrating finishing this degree off.
Well,
Like,
congratulations, man.
it's just freedom, bro.
And
Like,
what's the degree of? What's your?
so last 4 years I've been doing marketing down in Portsmouth.
Yes.
So, but my last year I was living at home, which is why I've also been able to train down at Nova for so. So yeah, I'm very relieved to get that out of the way and
Oh
move on.
man, that's amazing. What's the plans now after the degree?
Oh,
So,
I'm kind of just waiting for like the lockdown to ease a bit. You know, all these like job openings opening back up again. Because it's a little bit difficult, especially for like someone that's just starting to get into the job field right now. So
yes.
kind of just waiting for a bit of clearance on what's going on. I'm gonna start looking to apply somewhere
Let's hopefully
soon.
you stay closer. So look, Ricardo just said, well done.
Oh,
Hopefully you
thank you,
stay
Ricardo,
closer.
bro.
Yeah. So we keep training together, man. And
Yeah, yeah.
tell us a little bit about your martial arts journey. Have you done any martial
So
arts before Jiu-Jitsu?
you know what? I was the first, actually no, the second one in my family to ever go into martial arts. Like, we all play football in my family. It's a strict footballing family. We've been playing football since we're little, like when we walk. So my brother's done a little bit of taekwondo. That's literally the only background we've got in it. And then I've always like watched UFC, watched MMA, and I've always been intrigued by jiu-jitsu, but I never like followed it up. I never really got into it. And then I was chilling with a couple of my friends. This was maybe like 2 years ago. It's just late night having a couple of beers by the barbecue. And my friend Will, he goes, "Oh yeah, like I've just been getting into jiu-jitsu." And I was like, "Oh really, mate? That's pretty cool." He's telling us going on about it. And then I went down. So he trains at LSE in London, like
Oh yeah, with
around
Eddie.
there.
With Eddie
But
that came. Is
I'm
it
not
with?
sure who he was training with, but he was like there was an open mat session and just went down there, but it was only 3 people there. So it was me, him, and this other dude, who I thought was going to be like who was amazing, but in hindsight probably wasn't. So he was just doing some drilling for literally like 4 or 5 hours, kind of just explaining the basics to me, and like I just clicked instantly. I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. I remember getting caught in like a triangle choke by this guy, and I was thinking, like that's high level martial arts right there. Like you never know. So I really enjoyed that, and then I was thinking LSE is a bit of a trek for me. Got to get the train, takes like an hour, hour and a half plus. So I started looking for some places nearby, and obviously Nova Force, so it's right around the corner for me. So down in your west, I'm in Stoneleigh. So jumped there, and so me and Will had a session together. And the first class I went to, I remember it was like one of the Thursday no-gi, and
Ooh,
boy, it
yeah.
was tough, man. Like I just finished my day at work down in Guildford, came home, rushed home, got all my stuff together, quickly headed over to the gym. And like I didn't really know what to expect because the one session I'd done it was just free rolling like with my mate, and I didn't know like how these sessions would work. And so I remember like getting into the warm up and thinking, oh my God, I'm not going to make it through it because Ramon was taking it,
Oh
and
my tequila.
yeah, it was a killer. I don't even think Ramon's done another warm up that I've been in, yeah. But whew, like we're doing step to steps, having to get low like constantly. My quads were burning. I was thinking, Jesus. And so was my friend. We were like, where have we turned up to? And then obviously learning the drills was pretty cool. And then just going straight into free like sparring, I was like, oh God, like what do I do here? But everyone was really nice, and I was like, yeah, I need to continue this. This is so cool. And that's basically how I got into it.
It's amazing, man. And do you remember any face that were there when you were first time?
Yeah, I do. So obviously Ramon took a warm up, and then I remember having to roll with David as well, David Chan. And obviously
Oh, the
Nogi, you have no idea how good anyone is or anything. But everyone's nice. There was another Spanish guy called Pedro.
Pedro, yeah.
I haven't actually seen him for a while. He's not been down at the gym recently, but I was rolling with him. Everyone was nice, explaining how to do stuff, what you're doing wrong. But you know, that's how you get better. Is if you when you make the mistakes, learn how to correct it. That's what I quite like about it.
That's it, man. You have to, and also just like you said, the Thursday is like a bit of a
Yeah,
challenge because you never know who is who, isn't it? Everybody's wearing like plain clothes, so you just like Or is this guy like a
Yeah.
black belt? Or is
You
this
never
guy?
know, do you? You never know. Like, is this undercover black belt just rolling up on me?
That's true. You shake hands and then you just pray for the best. Just like,
Yeah,
oh.
literally. And then you're like, okay, this guy's pretty good.
Oh man. And so, tell us what, and then you did the first one as a no gi. And then after, when was your first gi lesson?
So I did like this no-gi on Thursday because I was getting back home from work at 7:30, near 7ish, and I couldn't do the fundamental classes, which was the ones I kind of wanted to go to. And the Thursday one was the only one I could make. So I did that for about a month. Then I went on a holiday and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try and dedicate myself when I get back because I just finished my job in August. And then I was like free. I was gonna do my final year of uni. So then I started doing a couple more no-gi classes, coming to I think it was is it Wednesday? I think it was Wednesday in the middle of the day, the 12 o'clock
Yeah,
one.
no gi, yeah.
I think we
That's
used to
it.
go there together. And then I started training with Ramon on Sunday mornings, which is like when I started getting a lot better as everything started coming together. And then my uni timetable was nice as well, so I had a lot of time on my hands to like keep rolling. So I ended up training. I was training 4 or 5 times a week by the end of it. So I was doing the Monday classes, Wednesday evening, Friday, then sometimes Saturday and Sunday as well.
And so you were doing private to Ramon. That's the
Yeah,
trick
that's the
then.
key to success, bro. I'm telling you,
Ah,
man. That's
so it's
that's
you
where
and
you get good
Fola.
at it.
You and
Yeah.
Fola.
So me and Follow were doing it. Ben's doing it. And we did a couple combined sessions. But it's good. It's good to go over like a little one-on-one training just to proper zoom in on what steps you might be getting wrong for something, especially when you're just beginning. You might forget a couple things, like literally just a step on the floor or a skate of the hips.
Yeah.
Like it completely changes your submission or something. Like that one step can change it all.
Yeah, man. And tell us how these private lessons with Ramon work. So do the breakdown. So what do you do first when you do the private lesson?
So we basically a little warm up, do a couple drills, then literally like learn a move, keep drilling it, do about two. Then at the end, you just gotta keep doing it, make sure you're not wrong, you know. But yeah, they're really good. And then sometimes we train with follow as well, um, just doing sweeps on each other. But obviously, it's good to train with people different sizes as well, because
Yeah.
follow obviously towers over me. Um, but training against bigger guys is good because then when you're up against people your own size, you're used to training with these big guys, especially down on Nova Force.
Yes, that's it, man. Yeah. No, definitely privates are the way forward because then you can, as you said, you can really target specific what you need, isn't it? Instead of, because
Yeah,
the
exactly.
classes are great, but we learn like general. But when you do the privates, then you just really focus on what you need, isn't
Yeah,
it?
and I'm lucky that I get to be taught by all three of them as well. So Ramon, Ricardo, and Jake as well. So you get a bit of like knowledge from all three of them, which
That's
is
amazing.
perfect.
Yeah, and build up the confidence. So when you go to the class, you can really try the moves and see what the best you can do, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like, just trying and getting in there, trying out your moves, like seeing if they come off, seeing how people react to them, seeing what you're doing wrong.
And from your experience, what do you prefer? Are you enjoying more the no gi or the gi lessons?
Oh, definitely gi. I don't really train no gi anymore. I just gi is for savages, like some of the chokes that you can get people in the gi.
Yeah,
It's good fun. There's a good group of people. Monday, Wednesday nights, there's a good group of us there, and then Friday in the afternoon is a really good time just to keep sparring with everyone, trying out all you've learned in the weekend. And then if it's not too much of a heavy night on Friday, then sometimes the Saturday morning session is good as well.
yeah. This was my favorite. I really enjoyed the Saturdays as well. Before I used to do, I when I started the Nova Força, I was just doing the Saturdays. I just could go Saturday. I remember
Yeah,
I told Ricardo, I said, Ricardo, I cannot come during the week because I finish work in Wimbledon about 7:30.
yeah.
I
It's
wouldn't
annoying.
be able to make it. I only can make it on Saturday. Instead of better one day than none. So I started to do just Saturdays. Then eventually I changed my workouts
Yeah.
around just to be able to go other days.
Yeah. I was about to say, I swear you did swimming lessons on Saturday mornings as well.
Yeah, so then I'm doing the lessons on Saturdays, so I go during the week. I go lunchtime and other days, so I can make more
Yeah.
sessions a week because
They are good, those lunchtime sessions.
yeah, they
Especially when you
really
record the moves as well. So you don't forget 'em.
yes, man. And what are you training at the moment during the you said you're cycling, but you doing any jiu-jitsu as well, like or watching anything?
Little bits. I'm constantly like, I've got like a little, I write all my stuff down so I don't forget it. And then it's literally just going on the bike, trying to keep up the fitness a little bit. Going around the park, and then I watch a bit of YouTube. I watch the UFC as well. Obviously, it's not high level jiu-jitsu, but I don't really watch too much specific jiu-jitsu. I think that's definitely something I need to start getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, increase my understanding of everything.
Yeah, myself, to be honest, I've been trying not to watch too much because every time I watch it, I just feel like just make me miss it
Yeah,
more, you
man.
know?
It's true. I do miss it, but we'll be back soon, and you'll appreciate it more as well.
Yeah, so sometimes I'm on Instagram and then some guys post like position and then I just flick it quickly. I said, no, I don't want to see
Getting PTSD.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, Ben came on the live and he mentioned about the sparring that he had with you and he nicked
Yeah,
your teeth.
yeah,
So
yeah.
tell us,
That was a funny incident.
was it the worst injury you had so far in Jiu-Jitsu?
Probably, yeah. 'Cause it was an expensive one as well. But yeah, no. Me and Ben always have really nice roles, like at a similar level. We've been training for a while, and like I was passing his guard, and his knees kind of sprung up, and my head was so low, I was like proper driving it down, and it kind of just caught me with his knee on the way up. So like my tooth has kind of gone into each other, and it's just chipped. Like half of it came out, and then I didn't really know what happened at the time. I was kind of like, ooh, and then Ben was like, "Oh, here's your tooth," and I was like, "Oh my God." That's when
Mm.
it was more mental. I was like, "Oh shit!" Like my tooth's on the floor. But it was painful. The pain was like just breathing in because the root was exposed. That was like the sensitivity. But I got it sorted the next morning, and this one here, it's whiter
Uh,
than the rest of them, and I can't complain.
and then I had the same problem before when I used to train before. And then we were going to I was white belt and we were practicing. The teacher said, "Oh, we were going to the British Open competition," and then everybody, "Oh, no, let's do an extra class on Sunday," and then everybody was like full of 1 week to the competition. Everybody like training very hard.
Get the Shark Tank going.
Ooh, man! And then it was like a Shark Tank going on, and then the guy was in the middle was like I don't know, purple belt or something. And then I was white belted because it's like this. You can, when you are white belt, when we are like even now, we have to fight with what we have. And the only thing, we don't have many skills. So we just have the strength and the speed. So we just try
Yeah,
to
you
go
just got to hold
fast.
on, bro.
Yeah,
Block
just
them
go
keys.
fast and do whatever. So I was using the weapon I had at the time. So I went fast. And then as I went, he just put the knee and then boom, and then he chipped my front
Oh,
tooth as
yours was
well.
your front one as well.
Yeah, and then came like a triangle bit of it. And then
Yeah,
I managed to find it, so I kept it like with a sellotape, so it wouldn't get any air on it. And then
yeah,
I went to the dentist, and the dentist managed to glue the triangle bit on the
yeah.
tooth again. But I
Luckily, you
have to be
found it.
very careful now. Like if I eat an apple or something, that
Yeah.
she said, "Oh, Andre, it's just glue, but if you eat an apple or something, you might gonna
I
lose your
know, you
teeth
got to
again."
be conscious about it, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm
It's
always
true.
thinking about it, and also like I wear the mouth guard now all the time
Yeah,
just to
man,
make
always.
sure.
Never roll
Yeah,
without a mouth guard anymore, man.
that's
And
it.
then the other one was just like the hip, like it was like literally like a pulled muscle, like round the stomach area as well. It was funny. My mum's like, "Oh, you're getting bullied down there, are you? Like coming back with them injuries." So. But yeah, everything's all good. It's part of the training. It
It's
makes you
part of
stronger.
the train. Yeah, we learn. That's the way we learn it, isn't it? It's just
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
a
That's what I like about it. You do something wrong, you're gonna learn from it. That's how
yes.
you get good.
That's it. The guy that came yesterday, he was saying that he used to train jiu-jitsu on the 70s. So it was like even worse.
Yeah,
And then he said that one day he was drilling a position with Rickson Grace. He was drilling the position and he said, this position doesn't work. So we you can never get anyone. So Helio Grace came to him and said, really? So let's do the position on me. And then as he was taking Helio Grace from the back, he just did like this with the head and then headbutt his nose and
into the
then
Gracie.
yeah, and then kick his balls. So he said
Mm.
his nose was bleeding. He was like, "Ah." And then he said, "Oh, that's it. If someone was weak, they would never come back to the gym again." Like
I've seen some funny posts about that, man.
that's
It's
it.
like I saw this one where some guy went to his like first session. He was doing like a mounted triangle or something they were learning, and he's like just farted on this guy's face, and he was like, "I could never go back to jiu-jitsu again." It's just too embarrassing.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
definitely need to catch up on the one from last night because obviously it's in Portuguese at the start.
Yeah,
But
that one I have to put on the. If you go, there's a bit that you can see with the subtitles. So I'm just trying to work it out
yeah,
for the YouTube because he doesn't speak English, so we had to do in Portuguese.
but I
But
liked his answer as well.
yeah,
Your favorite bit of the training
that's it. He was
is
so
when it's
funny.
over.
He
That's
was
good.
so funny, man. He's fun. But then I'm working it out on the computer to how to do it because you have to write down everything that he speaks
Yeah,
in Portuguese and then
it's
press
very
the
long, isn't it?
translation and then it automatic translate and then after you have to check it out like because the translation
Yeah.
sometimes comes like something wrong. So then it takes like ages. I did like a 1 minute clip today and took me like 2 hours just
Yeah, bro.
to get
Writing that
everything.
out
So
is so long.
yeah, it's great. I thought like would be easier, but it's quite a big job. So I said
Yeah.
I have worked for whole weekend,
Well, we love it for doing it, but
but
all
it's
these videos
very
have been
good.
great.
Yeah, but it's been amazing, you know. It's like an opportunity. I would never speak with this guy, for example, with you or with lots of guys from Nova Força. I've been learning so much about everyone. That's been like a
Yeah, it's
that's
good. It's good
the
learning about everyone, what they've been up to as well.
yes,
Learning that
man.
people haven't been training too hard as well. It's good to know.
And Sam, what's your favorite part of the training? What do you like most about the training?
You know, I think the best bit is like after you finish the 5 rounds of sparring is just going around, everyone lining up, shaking hands at the end. Like the whole room's in a mist because you know you just put in some solid work. Like, but
That's true.
definitely the worst bit is when you're like you just come off your third round. That's when I normally have a little breather, and you just see like Cass or someone stood there looking for a partner,
And then
and
people kind
you're
of
like
try to
shit, bro.
avoid to look at each other like this. If you look and then someone wants to spar.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, oh God, no.
Yeah, I love it.
You're like, oh yeah, no, I just gotta go get my mouth guard. I gotta wash it out. But but I do like getting into the sparring, trying out the move you just learned, or the one I learn on Sunday mornings, trying that out on everyone. Probably the best bit.
Yeah,
How about you, bro? What's your favorite bit?
I really like the sparring to be honest. You know, it's good. I really feel like test my limits. You know, to see like and I count like a first one, second one, third
Mm.
one, fourth one, and then I just feel like kind of a and then I'm always multiplying I like the math, so I'm always multiplying like six times five. Oh my god, 30 minutes is fine. That's good.
Yeah,
So
I
then
really struggle to keep that up.
yeah,
That's one of the problems.
I don't count how many times I tap do. I just count how many minutes
Yeah,
I
how you
did the
forget
spa.
about that. It's not relevant.
Otherwise, it'd be like 30 minutes is fine, 40 times tapping, but that's all right. At least
Yeah.
I'm there. But it's good, man. I really like it. Yeah. And man, from all the team, who is the guy that always keep training with you and keep the same level of training with you
Uh,
since the
People that
beginning?
since the beginning.
Yeah, like a training partner that really work with
Yeah,
you.
I think Carlos and Ben are like my two guys that we've been training for time, and we always like pair up during the drills, keep pushing each other during the sparring, and
Yeah,
if you get a tap on one of them, they might come back a little bit harder. Um, there's a bit of competitive rivalry there, which is good.
Yeah, that's it, man.
But there's
Yeah.
plenty of people, loads of people at the Monday and Wednesday night classes that Jake does. That they're all good competitive spars that you can learn off. Definitely enjoy them. And then just sparring with all you guys on Friday afternoon is good fun.
Yeah, man, it's good. I really enjoy it, man. It's a good, it's like a therapy, isn't it? Like the gym.
Yeah,
You go
it's
and then
very
you
nice.
come fresh. Yes. And
Yeah,
man,
like it.
there's the question that we always ask about the pub fight.
Oh, the pub fight.
Have you
Yeah.
thought about it? So if we
Me
have
and
the,
Carlos have talked about this before. Like we was in the park. We were like, there's two different angles to approach it. Like there's the one where you get your intimidating guys, and then you kind of just get your guys that just look quite normal. But you don't know they're like undercover jiu-jitsu brown belts. Like, so like, but I definitely have I'd have Cass in my corner.
cast, yeah.
I remember rocking up to the tournament in Croydon, and I seen everyone warm up. And he's just there waiting for his heavyweight fight with his black eye. And it's just like,
It was scary, wasn't it?
my guy. Um, take Ramon, definitely.
Yeah, that's it. Great
Can you
shot.
take Jake?
Jake, yeah, you can take Jake too, yes.
Yeah, bro, 100%. Two
That's
gurus.
it. That would be
But I
safe.
tell you, with someone else, I'd like Ash with me as well.
Ash.
Whenever I'm sparring with Ash, he always ends up in some weird position and like it catches you in some strange position that you just don't see coming.
He's always innovating, isn't he? Like always
Yeah,
trying to.
it's good though. I like
Yeah,
it.
I like it. And it was very nice that you guys came, you, Carlos, Ash,
Yeah,
and Ramon,
that
and
was a great
Jake
experience.
to support. That was very nice of you guys to do that. That was
Man.
great opportunity, man. That was super
That
good.
was a good day out. That one, I like that.
And are you planning to compete soon? When we things get
Yeah,
better?
actually scheduled to compete in it was April or May in the Sussex Open, but obviously the coronavirus cancelled it.
Yeah.
But I was training quite well for it as well, to getting good into the lead up of it. But going to be very rusty when we get back. But they've rescheduled it to like November, so I'm planning on doing that one
Uh,
again.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, definitely.
Uh,
Yeah, we have to do all this as a team, do some competitions together again. That was a very
yeah,
good,
100.
was a very good opportunity. That was very nice, man. Yes.
But I definitely want to get out there, like test myself against some other people similar weight, similar standard. That'll
Yes.
be really good experience.
And Ricardo mentioned that we're gonna have the inter club as well, so it will be a good way for us to
Uh,
prepare.
Bit of heckling on the side as well.
Absolute final with Justin between Justin.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what, that was fun. You know, at the grading when you get all the black belts going at each other. Like,
Yeah, that's super exciting, isn't
yeah, it's
it?
fun, isn't
Like
it?
when you see them like brown belts sparring, you
You
just like,
just where it all
whoa.
just goes up a standard. You just get a load of white belts like me, just rolling around, just
Yes, and
and then you
we
go
just
up
white
to
and
some
blue
high
belts,
level
we just
jiu-jitsu.
kind of surviving. And then when they put the purple start to get better, and then we get the brown, the things just get serious. And then the
Yeah,
black belts with brown belts, we just like, whoa,
yeah.
everybody's on the edge watching.
Yeah, especially like your Nova Forcer guys from your West when they're training up against guys from the other gym. That was good. That was a good watch.
That was very good. I really like this approach. It was super good, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Sam, what would be your words of wisdom to the club? What would you say that to the guys?
I'd say to some of my friends that are online now, I can see just calm down and train, man. Like that's the way to get into it. I know my boy Rex, who's in the chat right now. He's been training down at Elephant and Castle, a couple sessions. Um, I want him to come down to Nova Force, so like this guy will be a bit of a beast when he starts training properly. But all it takes is literally just one session. You can feel like everyone's a family there. Everyone's very inviting when you turn up. No one's gonna like laugh at you if you don't know what you're doing at the start. You just kind of get in there, make your mistakes, and learn from them. I think that's the best way to do it. Like, don't go home thinking, oh shit, I got tapped 6 times by one guy in 5 minutes. Like,
Don't get
you
it
just gotta
personal.
think, that's good. I know to defend myself from that position now. You know,
Yeah,
that's the way to do it. And
that's
I need,
the
oh, there you go. I'm Will Mack, that's my little brother. I need to get him down. He's the
yeah.
next little prodigy, little 14-year-old kid. Yeah.
Whoa,
Uh,
amazing, man. That's
He's
good.
the one that needs to start training.
Yeah, definitely. When this thing is over, we're gonna have more people in Nova Força than before. We just need to bring everybody, all the friends, to train with us, because then people can see how much we're missing, and then they will see that's something very important. So they will get
Yeah.
together. Definitely, will be stronger.
And the
Yeah,
friendly receptionist as well, yeah.
that's it. And a great receptionist there. Yeah, man.
But yeah, it'll be so good when the first session back. I can't wait. That'll
Yeah,
be a
it
good
seems
laugh.
that's closer now. Lots of places they are coming back. So Spain, they got back. States, they got back. And then in South America, like Uruguay, got back, and lots of people email and saying that they are coming back. So I believe won't gonna be long, so we can be back now. It seems like very close. So
Hopefully, yeah, man. That'd be brilliant.
that's it, man. Oh, thank you so much, Sam, for coming.
No worries, mate. It's been my pleasure.
And
I've been enjoying these the last month or two.
yeah,
Good to keep in contact with everyone.
yeah, it's good to have a chance to speak with you, man. And congratulations for your degree as well, man.
Oh, thank you very much,
Well
bro.
deserved.
Very much.
We're gonna be keeping fingers crossed and praying for you to find a job quick, but not far from here, so you can keep training with us.
Yeah, I'm sure, bro. I'll filter that into my application. It's got to be there.
Yeah, you have to pass. You have to pass through us first before you accept the proposal. That's okay, guys.
Yeah, bro.
Brother, thank you so much, man.
No worries, bro.
Have a lovely evening, guys. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care, man. Thank you.